Welcome to Freed on Business. He grew up in South Florida, has been in business here since the early 90s, and has closed over $3 billion in deals. He's seen it all. He always has an opinion, and he's always ready to share it. Informed, entertaining, and connected, he has his finger on the pulse of South Florida's business community. He's Jim Freed, and this is Freed on Business.
Well, welcome to a special edition of Freed on Business. It's episode 842, but we've been on now. This is our 17th season. We're starting our 17th season basically this month. And since, certainly 14 years, if not 15 or 16, our main sponsor has been Warren Henry Automotive. And today we have one of my close friends at Warren Henry, Ismet Yagci. He's the general manager of Warren Henry, Lincoln, North Miami. And Ismet and I have been together for a long time. I want to thank him, of course, for the hat as well as my brand new car. I want to remind everybody that we're streaming on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Instagram. Look for us at Jim Freed or at Freed on Business. I want to thank, as always, our sponsors, Warren Henry Automotive. And now today's show with our special guest, Ismet Yagci of Warren Henry. There he is. Ismet, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Jim. Thanks for inviting me.
Oh, it's my pleasure. We've been working to have you for quite some time. We're really thrilled to have you on the show today. First of all, tell us a little bit about Warren Henry Automotive and then Lincoln in specific. I know that we've been together for quite some time, isn't it? We met a long time ago. And of course, I always want to thank Larry, Eric, and Warren as well for being sponsors.
Yeah, I know we've been doing business for at least 15 years or so. But, the last time I was on your show, it's been about 13 years. So, yeah, we've been doing this for some time. I've been with the Warren Henry Auto Group since for about 19 years and, wore several hats over that time. And now I'm the general manager of our all new Lincoln, North Miami, which we opened at the end of 2022. And it's been great opening a brand new dealership and getting out in the community and letting everybody know that we're here and, just building a brand, building a business in the community here in North Miami.
Well, you mentioned the many hats, so I had to put on my hat again.
Looks good. I like that.
Thank you. Thank you. I love the people that gave it to me. So, I recently purchased my new Lincoln from you guys. It was a seamless, wonderful experience. You gave me a great value on my trade-in. You gave me a great price on my lease. And I wanted to talk just a little bit about what's been going on and the type of products that you've been selling at Warren Henry, especially the new Lincoln line. Let's talk about it a little bit. You can tell folks about my car and where it stands in the line and the acceptance you guys have gotten in the marketplace.
Got it. So Lincoln's got a great new lineup, and it's built around quiet flight. So, vehicles engineered for sanctuary with adaptive suspension, active noise control, and advanced driver assist features. So Lincoln actually uses Ford's Blue Cruise, which is the #1 advanced driving system. So, it makes it really easy and effortless to, drive on the highway. A lot of the advanced features that, it just works effortlessly. And, everybody enjoys it. The new products we have, just, the Nautilus that you got, that's fantastic, all new. Everybody likes that all digital display from one end to the other and the digital sense, that you can customize, how the car smells. It just makes the driving, a different atmosphere and, a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more of a sanctuary. And as a dealership, we've been open for about 3 years now. So we're focused on delivering an effortless experience and just making sure customers, it's easy to do business and they're comfortable and, enjoying just the process all around and the overall ownership experience after.
First of all, I would be remiss if I didn't give a shout out to Sebastian, my friend that has been working with us as our dedicated salesperson for quite some time now. And I have to tell you that the first time I really took the car anywhere, and when I love that blue, whatever experience in the front
Yeah,
The whole
that's
dashboard,
that's called
the
the digital
colors
display.
inside that make it calm, the aromas that you guys pump in that Vivian picked out the one she likes the most. There's like 3 or 4 different flavors.
Yeah, so we have we really like to do a proper presentation because I mean these new cars have so much technology. You can't just jump in and be comfortable and know exactly where everything is. Even the air vents and the steering wheel adjustments. So it really takes a tailored demonstration and getting everybody to acclimate to the car and program everything properly. And we spend the time and we make sure everybody enjoys their vehicle. We're gonna be at the Las Olas Art Festival doing some product demonstrations this weekend, where we have the Navigator, which is all new as well, just like the Nautilus with the digital display from one end to the other. So the Navigator and the Nautilus are all new on our platform, and we're gonna have both of those vehicles there at the Las Olas Art Festival on display and just showing everybody the experience there.
So my first trip that I took it on, or my first event that I took it on, I went to the the Gator Hurricane football game. Not a pleasant experience during the game for Gator fans, but before the game, I had a great time. I was watching all of the pregame festivities on YouTube in the car, in the air conditioning, with like the surround sound. It was absolutely tremendous. I still haven't been able to use all of the different sights and sounds that I can. Well, I guess I could probably watch Freed on Business and all 842 episodes in my car as well. It would be great because it has that video. It's just amazing. Ismet, what's your favorite feature in these Lincolns? And you cannot say the wonderful service support that you give.
The most wonderful feature, they have what's called the Rejuvenate feature. So there's a setting on the car where you press Rejuvenate and you can choose 5 or 15 minutes and it changes the whole atmosphere in the car. It puts the seat back. It changes the lighting in the car and it changes the whole digital display, plays some tranquil music and some waterfalls and just gives you a relaxing environment for 5 or 15 minutes. And I think that's really unique. I've never seen that in another car. So I really enjoy all these cars that, there's, you can only do so much. And it's nice to see something new that, you don't really see anywhere else and also making it, a really different atmosphere.
So while you're in Rejuvenate, do you have to be static, staying in one place, or can
you got to be parked.
Okay, you got to be parked. Okay. I should have been using that after the football game. I could tell you that right now. I sure needed to be rejuvenated after the football game.
If you need a minute to cool down and just,
relax a little bit. I definitely needed to rejuvenate. So I got a hybrid car, and I got to tell you, the way that it accelerates and drives in traffic is simply amazing. I must admit, I put it on. I don't know what there's a special feature. They have different kinds of driving styles, and so I use the I think it's called Energize, if I recall correctly. I don't know, but it really works great. Tell me a little bit about the different driving styles.
You pick the same driving style I like. That's the one with the pep. That's the one that's the fun one. If you want a little bit more of a sporty feel, a little bit, faster pickup and tighter suspension, tighter steering, that's what you go with. And, if you want to save some gas mileage, there's an eco mode and, there's, slippery conditions settings. So, it's a little bit safer. The hybrid's actually really nice because it's not a plug-in, as you know. So, you can take advantage of, the better gas mileage because there's an electric motor that's powered by regenerative braking, and yeah, so it's to anyone, it's no inconvenience to you. You don't have to look for a plug-in charger or anything like that. It doesn't change your lifestyle at all. You don't have to build anything in your house, and you take advantage of the better gas mileage.
Yeah, I've been getting great gas mileage, and after every trip, it shows me a printout of how much was a regular internal combustion engine drive and how much was an electrical drive. I get a real kick out of that, actually.
Oh, really? I didn't even know that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, look, you learn something new when you talk to me.
Yeah.
So I want to talk a little bit about. We always say that always Warren Henry. Warren Henry treats you like a family. You mentioned how long you've been there. Tell me a little bit about the folks. I love Gerald and the rest of my team on the service line. Every time I go, it seems like the same people are there. They recognize me by name. They make it very comfortable. They help me they help me use the coffee machine, which is perhaps my second favorite part of the experience there after the folks themselves. Tell me a little bit about what it's like as a person on the Warren Henry team to be part of the Warren Henry family.
Well, so, we feel if we take care of our people that, they'll take care of our guests. So, we do a lot to make sure we hire the right people. And then once we hire the right people, we make the investment in, the time and the money to make sure that they stay, which is difficult. It's a really competitive environment right now. And, having the same friendly faces, that you see when you come back, I think that really helps with our customer retention as well as our employee retention. So, it's a win for all. And it's nice to see, people grow in our organization. We don't really hire managers from the outside when we get new businesses. Like, I was a, leader in the organization, and, we promote from within. And, it's nice to see that growth, and nice to see people develop and build careers and lives in the community here.
So, the car behind you, Ismet, that's a Ford, right? That's giving us the nice Ford energy.
That's a nice classic Lincoln here. Got to be honest, don't ask me which one. They weren't around when I was selling cars, so.
Oh, come on. I remember the first really nice car that my family had growing up was a Lincoln Mark III or Mark IV, I think it was. And when I went to my prom, I drove either whatever it was, the Lincoln Mark IV, Mark V. It was my parents let me drive the fancy car, and it was something I really aspired to. It was a thing of luxury and beauty that I had. So now that I own my own Lincoln, it's something I really am very proud of, actually.
Pretty cool. Funny thing, my first car was a Lincoln Mark VIII. I bought a used Lincoln Mark VIII when I was like 16 years old. And, so the Lincoln brand, it's part of Ford, and it's been around for forever. And it's, got a lot of history and a lot of good memories people have made with it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a true luxury car, what I have. We're going to go for a quick break where I do the montage for Warren Henry Automotive, and then we'll be right back with the bottom line from Ismet Yagci, Mr. Miami Podcast Studios. Take it away. And this is the part where I always talk about our partnership with Warren Henry Automotive. And I really want to thank Larry, Eric, Ismet, of course, Warren himself, for allowing me for 15 plus years to be a member of the Warren Henry family and my own self, and being a brand ambassador. It's something I take great pride in. I go to many networking events, and my favorite story is that people come up to me and they go, "Warren Henry, now leave me alone. I know what you drive, and I know why you drive it." And we kind of laugh, and they give me a hug, and it's really a good feel-good moment about being a member of the Warren Henry family. Whenever you're looking to buy or lease a car, you always want to get every vintage that you can. That's why you check out Warren Henry, Land Rover, Range Rover, Lincoln, Jaguar up at 151st and Biscayne, their flagship store in Gainesville. They've got a tremendous Audi store. I've been up there many times. They've got beautiful cars and great people up there. Down in the Keys, they've got a store that's got all their great nameplates. And, of course, they've got their award-winning Land Rover, Range Rover stores in South Dade and in West Broward. And it's one thing that you have to remember. It's a great feeling to be part of the Warren Henry family. They treat my wife, my mom, lots of my clients and customers and friends like gold, just the way they treat me. So it's not just particular to me. something that they do with everybody. So remember, you get the Warren Henry advantage when you're there, all kinds of great service add-ons, but the biggest Warren Henry advantage is the way that they treat their as Ismet said, their guests. So remember, reach out to Warren Henry, go up there to whichever store is closest to you. And like we always say, always the best price, always the best service, always Warren Henry.
Welcome back to Freed on Business. Connect with us on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter at Jim Freed or at Freed on Business, and on Instagram at Jim Freed 1. Now, back to your host, Jim Freed.
Of course, I want to thank our friends at Warren Henry for everything. Mr. Stern, Miami Podcast Studios. Where's our good friend? There he is. Hey, Ismet. So, I already kind of gave the punchline, but what's the bottom line of doing business with Warren Henry Automotive?
Bottom line, you're going to have an effortless experience. You're going to get treated like family. I think you really told everybody, pretty much everything. Right now I have some great deals. I got Lincoln Corsair starting at $379 a month on a lease. And if you mention Jim's name, we'll give you complimentary maintenance through the end of this month.
You're tremendous, Ismet. I want to thank you again so much for everything, for your friendship, for your sponsorship of the podcast, of everything that you do to help us be members of the Warren Henry family. And again, I always like to thank Larry, Eric, and Warren for everything they do. We look forward to many more years of partnership, and I look forward to seeing you and and the rest of the team. I want to give a special shout out again to Sebastian for everything he's done to help us be a member of the Warren Henry family. So take care. Thank you so much. Remember, stick with us in the green room. We can't wait to finish up with you. We want to talk with you a little bit more. I want to remind everybody that if you missed today's show, you can catch us on all of our great platforms. It replays on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitch, or Instagram at Freed on Business, at Jim Freed. Head on over to the at Jim Freed YouTube page, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you listen to your audio. Please check out all of our past episodes. I want to thank again our friends at Warren Henry, also our sponsors from the Bergstrom Center for Real Estate Studies. And Ismet is a great example of what our closing tagline is. The person wants to do something, finds a way. The other wants to find an excuse, goes out and finds an excuse. Now go out there and make it happen. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. I want to thank everybody for sharing your time today on our show. Miami Podcast Studios, please do your magic.